The car had always been more than just metal and wheels to the Johnson family. It was the glue that held their daily lives together. Every morning, Mark Johnson used it to drive to his construction job before sunrise. In the afternoons, his wife, Elena, picked up groceries, ran errands, and drove their kids to soccer practice and piano lessons. On weekends, the car meant freedom, short road trips, late-night ice cream runs, and visits to Elena's parents across town. But one cold Monday morning, the driveway was empty. Mark noticed it first. He stood there with his coffee cup in hand, staring at the bare concrete as if the car might magically reappear. For a second, he thought it had been stolen. His heart started racing. Then he saw the small white paper taped to the front door. Vehicle repossessed due to non-payment. The words felt heavier than they looked. The Johnsons had never imagined this would happen to them. 2 years earlier, when times were better, they had financed the car with confidence. Mark's job was steady, Elena worked part-time, and the monthly payments seemed manageable. Like many American families, they believed they could handle it. Then life happened. A slowdown in construction cut Mark's hours. Elena's mother got sick, forcing Elena to reduce her work to help with care. Medical bills began piling up. Credit cards filled the gaps where income once lived. Each month became a balancing act: rent, utilities, food, insurance. The car payment slowly slipped from priority to "we'll catch up next month." They didn't. The bank sent letters, then emails, then phone calls. Mark avoided answering unknown numbers, telling himself he'd sort it out soon. He believed things would improve. They always had before, but improvement never came fast enough. That morning, the kids came downstairs, backpacks on, ready for school. 8-year-old Lucas asked the question Mark was dreading. "Dad, where's the car?" Mark swallowed hard. "They took it back, buddy. Took it back. Like, forever." Elena stepped in, forcing a calm smile. "We'll figure something out." But inside, she felt the same panic Mark did. Without the car, everything became harder. Getting to work meant unreliable buses and long walks. Grocery shopping turned into a logistical nightmare. The kids' activities were quietly canceled, one by one, with excuses that felt thin even to their own ears. The repossession wasn't just about transportation, it was about dignity. Mark felt it at work when coworkers offered rides, pretending not to pity him. Elena felt it at the store, counting cash carefully at checkout. At night, when the kids were asleep, the couple lay awake, whispering fears into the dark. "I feel like I failed us," Mark said one night. Elena reached for his hand. "We didn't fail. We got overwhelmed." Still, the shame lingered. Weeks passed. The family adapted, because they had to. They learned bus routes. They planned meals more carefully. They talked openly with the kids, explaining that sometimes adults make choices, and sometimes those choices don't work out, but that doesn't mean you stop trying. One evening, Lucas surprised them. "When we get another car," he said confidently, "we should get a blue one. Blue feels like a comeback color." Elena laughed, tears filling her eyes. Mark smiled for the first time in days. Slowly, things began to shift. Mark picked up extra weekend work. Elena found remote hours she could do from home. They spoke to a financial counselor, something they'd been too embarrassed to do before. For the first time, they faced the numbers honestly, no denial, no pretending. They didn't get the car back. That chapter was closed. But 6 months later, after saving carefully and rebuilding trust in themselves, they bought a modest used car. Paid in cash. It wasn't fancy. It had scratches and a dent on the bumper. But when Mark parked it in the driveway, the concrete didn't look empty anymore. The kids cheered. Elena rested her hand on the hood like it was something alive. The repossession had taken their car, but it hadn't taken their future. It taught them something they would never forget. Possessions can be replaced, pride can be rebuilt, and sometimes hitting the lowest point is what forces you to finally look up and move forward.